Hello, what is happening, everybody, and welcome to what has been a long, no, not really long awaited, but regardless, it's been a long time since I've done a cast, and basically, I'm busy as of right now, with my exams coming up, and etc., etc. I'm only going up in one subject, fortunately, but I do have, like, yearly tests, I should call them, for different subjects, so I'm going to try to focus a bit on them, which means I'm going to be cutting down on my cast. I'm also working on getting involved with basically some organizations. I've been looking at Dota FM. I've actually hooked up with somebody who can get me hooked up with those guys. So that's all it's all pretty damn neat. And yeah, we got a game on our hands today. We got Mr. Reverse Gravity. He has been submitted this one. And I'm really looking forward to it. He's been submitting some really, really good replays before. So just, as always, just kick back and enjoy some glorious Dota. I haven't actually played the game myself in almost a bit more than a week now. It's been a good long while, but I don't think it's going to be preventing me from commentating and analyzing this game. I haven't seen any patches come out, so I have been following up on the scene though. I just haven't played myself. But regardless, this is going to be absolutely awesome. We got yeah, Wraith King, Disruptor, Pug, Bloodseeker, Bounty Hunter, Ogre Magi, Tiny, and this looks like to be basically something like a ranked all pick. We got next round coming up there. Snake is Black, and Toro Consecudator. I don't want to have to pronounce that again, but regardless, we got a pick coming out on both sides. Legion Commander has been picked up by the Captain, and I'm excited to see what kind of Legion Commander this is, because currently their lineup would suggest that this right here is the jungle Legion Commander. It's an off-lane Bounty Hunter, or it could be a support safe-lane Bounty Hunter, but I'm expecting an off-lane Bounty Hunter. Ogre Magi and Tiny laning together, which means that they need a mid. And currently on the dire side, depending on what the position of this Wraith King is, he's probably going to be hitting, I'm not actually entirely positive. Sand King, that doesn't really help solve my issues. They could just be doing dual lanes, just run up Bloodseeker in the safe lane, Wraith King in the off lane with the Sand, or yeah, Wraith King in the off lane with the Sand King, and then Disruptor going safe lane with Bloodseeker, and then you run Puck in mid lane. That would make a lot of sense. And yeah, generally jungle Legion Commander would make most sense for this Radiant lineup. It's not a very popular way to go about Legion Commander, but it's a really good one in my eyes, because you get a lot of safe farm. You don't necessarily farm very fast when you're in the jungle, but it's safe. Like, Legion Commander is very, very vulnerable at the early levels until she gets the duel and gets the backup of her team. Like, Bounty Hunter, Tiny, both heroes will work really, really well with the duel, but the hero that I would like to see the most is Lina. And I don't think it's going to be Lina, quite honestly, but like Lina, Lion could be, but they need a mid, so Lina would work so well for the Radiant right now. But they're short of a hero. Still gotta pick one up, but yeah, it's mainly because to secure Legion Commander her duels. Basically, Legion Commander pops the duel, Lina jumps in, stun Laguna Blade to win the duel for the Legion Commander, but it's actually gonna be an Undying, and my frame rate is hideous. I'm not entirely sure what's actually happening. It might be my Skype having that, plus the fact that everybody are joining in all at once, which is why I'm going to be dropping some frames here. Or not really dropping some frames, my frame rate is just going to be lowering. I am working to solve that by basically getting a new computer, but it's going to be up until August. I can't afford one until August, until I turn 18. But regardless, when I get to that point, I'm going to be having a killer of a machine. It's going to be about a $1,500 machine that's going to be kicking all the dicks in the world, and I'm going to be mining it towards streaming, so I'm going to be streaming a lot more when it gets around to that, so maybe actually start September, actually, now that I think about it, because I'm turning 18 the 22nd of August, but there's a new, the 1000 series of the NVIDIA graphics card coming out, which means that the 900 series is going to get a lot cheaper, but regardless, we got a game on our hands. That's a topic for another time. But regardless, got Mr. Felix sitting up with the high ground here, actually with the Bloodseeker Dobby. They're looking for that first rune. Black Rooster is moving in for it as well, the cap. They want to get it on the Legion Commander, because this looks like very much like a mid-Legion, which would be alright if it's a like a mid-Bloodseeker or mid-Wraith King, but if it's a mid-Puck, they're going to be in trouble, and Puck hasn't actually loaded in yet. So it does look like it might actually be a mid Bloodseeker who hasn't even gotten a tango, so he's going to be very, very vulnerable to harass. Dobie moving in for the snatch.
The battle begins.
Oh, accidental click there. Bloodseeker will be taking that rune, and both teams will be backing up here. As Puck has already got a bit of a DC there. Sand King having some issues down the bottom lane there. With Tiny and Ogre Magi just welcoming him into the game. Snake is black is gonna, or Snake is back. Snake is black. Snake is back is gonna be sitting on him, and we got Trentius on Tiny and Mr. Greyman X on the Ogre Magi, whose stun is actually still has not barely connected yet. And to come to save the day is going to be the Disruptor. So these are going to be some funny lanes. Like, you got a Bloodseeker Wraith King up on the top lane, and you got a Sand King Disruptor bottom lane. Like, usually you would switch it around, but if this is going to be a support Wraith King, you're going to have a position 3 Sand King, which is going to be doing amazing. Like, you're going to be getting super fast Aghanim Scepter, or super fast Bile, and then an Aghanim Scepter if you play it smart. Like, Vial of Discord is amazing. Especially up against somebody like, you get the Legion, you get the Bounty Hunter, able to just bring him down super quick. But I'm just going to be fast forwarding through this, because waiting for people to arrive isn't exactly awesome. Okay, Felix 700 MMR. That's something to do with skill brackets. Alright, so he's loading back in. And there it is, you should be back in. We're getting some serious frame droppings here. I cannot actually get back into him. There you go. And moving all the way up, it's still on 8. There you go. Alright, I got everything under control. He is apparently still disconnected, but they are microing him towards the mid lane, and he's going to be going up against the Legion Commander. Hadn't he had that first level drop, I would have actually said that he would have a serious level disadvantage. Or like a serious disadvantage. In terms of the Legion actually even hitting level 2, almost level 3 before he gets in the lane. And by then he's still going to have somebody, somebody's got to micro him. Has no gold so far, because that's been apparently... Spell, I don't know why oh, okay, that's because he connected so late. So no gold available for him, and Bloodseeker is going to be on that jungle. Bloodseeker down the bottom lane. We do actually have a clash here, as the Disruptor will be going as the first blood. The stun, the avalanche, plus the fire blast is going to be securing this this Tiny the first blood, and he's looking pretty damn solid so far. Rock solid. Pun very much intended. But yeah, sitting at 6 last hits, and he's got a kill now. And Black Rooster up in the top lane with the Undying has a lot of kill potential. I mean, you just pop a couple of decays, the Janata becomes available for the Bounty Hunter, and he just walks in, Janatas, and that drops him to about half HP. Not entirely true, but that's the rough, idea. Roach Gravity still sitting inside the woods, and got Legion Commander on that middle lane. Soul Ring actually picked up now for the Sand King. He's gonna be looking to use that Sandstorm a lot more, but I don't really feel he needs it. Could be popping the Soul Ring now. Try to go into the Sandstorm. It's gonna get stunned up. They might actually chase him down. There is no toss and no avalanche available, but he's gonna commit. Tiny has a haste rune, and he is committing through with this. He's gonna be finding the kill, but is he gonna go himself? Should be very likely. There it is. And Puck now finally back, sitting inside the woods with absolutely 0 gold, and Ogre gonna be healing back up, or just monoing back up for now. He's got basically 0 net worth. Not really 500, but that's just because of his gold and whatever. Yeah, greedy. He is one greedy bastard. This Tiny just committing through with no avalanche and no toss. But regardless, he got the kill, but they did get the counter kill. No experience for the Sand King though, which is unfortunate for him. Tiny working his way through the creeps. He's actually pinging out the Disruptor. There goes the stun out on the Ogre Magi. Kinetic field as well. It's going to be trapping him barely in. And the Disruptor, he's in trouble actually. Paying the price for dropping that kinetic field. I did not actually see that coming, but there's so much burst Tiny's got a bottle. He's going to be having...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Avalanche is coming out left and right, and Ogre Magi. He's got sticks as well, and now has the Fire Blast, or the Ignite as well as level 2 Fire Blast. And Puck is finally back. Level 2 Puck. About damn time up against the level 5 Legion Commander with the free farm. 23 lasted so far. That's actually pretty damn good. It's about the same with the Jungling Bloodseeker, who has now decided to take on a Centaur. I don't think he's actually going to be able to burst him down. Is he? Yeah, he was barely. One more hit, buddy. Okay, yeah. He's just had to hit him one more time. Oh, yeah, okay. The Blood Rage was off, so fair enough. I'll grant him that. Felix actually getting up close and personal with the Black Rooster.
Illusion.
So apparently we got a black cock. It's not a joke for the internet to enjoy regardless. Bounty Hunter might be in trouble. He's got an invis in about a second. They do still see him, but Wraith King getting caught up. Now gonna have to answer for his crimes as the Undying decides to drop in. Tombstone going down as well. I don't think he can take up or he can take care of the Wraith King. Wraith King is rather big and actually relatively fast. He's got boots already, so no problem for him. Tombstone is going to expire very, very soon. So you can return back onto the lane. Tiny, though. Level 5 Tiny, about to grow very, very soon. Not going to be helping out the Ogre Magi as well. He's going to be having a beefy target high behind him. Ogre Magi, in and of himself, is very, very tanky in the early game. Like, he's going to be able to out-tank basically everything they throw at him at this point. Oh, Avalanche Toss. Disruptor dropping low. But no follow-up from the Ogre Magi. He was just out of position there. It's the Cap. Legion Commander has hit level 6. He could actually just go ahead and duel a Puck. Like, just pop the press the attack and then just walk in and duel Puck. I think he could actually win that pretty damn easily. Bounty Hunter. Oh, maybe it's happening. There it is. That's the duel. Does get the press the attack off. And is he going to not be able to take him within the duel duration? One more hit and there it is. He's going to be taking the kill on the Puck. Bounty Hunter, yeah, with the Tranquil Boots, is able to, is able to move quite fast through that jungle. Bloodseeker is enraged up, is going to be fighting him. There you go, they're trading blows for now. Bloodseeker, had you had the Rupture right now, that would have been amazing. Puck back on the middle lane. You got rotations coming in from the Undying here as well. Might be looking to secure something. Is getting a couple of bottle charges there. They're going to be making sure to keep him healed up. 6-minute Midas. That's actually not bad at all for jungling Bloodseeker. But then again, he's been having basically no issues whatsoever, and he's actually got a kill. Was that on the Bounty Hunter? No, it wasn't. He's got a kill somehow. And down the bottom lane, Disruptor might be looking to go again. There you go, Ogre Magi burning him down, and this bottom lane is lost and has been lost for a good while. As Undying could actually be more than in trouble here. The Tombstone has to burn down. Puck rotating in as well. There goes the orb. It's going to be missing. Undying, though, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. As the Puck might be the first kill. No, that goes to Bloodseeker.
Even rancid blood pleases the twain.
Barely got that bottle. And Bloodseeker is actually looking to be relatively tanky now. Pretty damn beefy and pretty damn big. And Felix, I'm with the top lane. Is working his way towards the power treads. Is able to sustain basically whatever this lane throws at him. He's got lifesteal 1.9, lifesteal 15%. Plus he's got the Helm of the Iron Will to help him stay healed. And give him that extra bit of armor that he needs. So he should be going up in this top lane. I'm not expecting him to go down anytime soon. Plus he's got the reincarnation. So as long as he keeps mana, he should not be dying. It's Tiny. He's got his power treads. Got Ogre Magi sitting on the Central Watch, going to be trying to deward here. There you go, that's the power treads done for the Wraith King. Sand King still only sitting on the Soul Ring. I'm not entirely sure about this particular pickup because there's AoE stun out from the Tiny, which makes the Sandstorm basically useless. So, top lane, they're actually going for him again. Undying, he's committing far. There's a stun available. It's going to lock, and he's going to get brought down by the tower and the Wraith King. Soul Rip is going to be keeping him alive. Is he going to be able to make it out? It's going to be going for another decay, keeping himself tanky, but there goes the stun. Bringing him down, and Black Rooster, he's just not got the damage. And Wraith King, he actually even turns. There's the Shadow Walk available. That's going to be able to give him a bit more damage, but regardless, Legion Commander actually going down. Was that for... No, that was not for dual damage. Tiny Nil now committing. He's running far. He's going to be getting the stun off. Where's the toss? There it is. Is that going to be enough? It is. And this Tiny is rocking on. I'm going to be doing these jokes all day. But yeah, Tiny, he is... he's big. Up on the top lane, Wraith King does get his hands on the Bounty Hunter. He's sitting on two. He's sitting on 2 kills in a dual lane that's probably not really one of the best dual lanes, but Undying is one of the best just lane crushers in the early game, and he's got nothing. Like, he needs to be snowballing at this point, but he's died 3 times. You constantly gotta spam that decay. Make sure that the enemies staying rather low, and that's going to be preventing Wraith King from... I mean, he's a melee strength hero. That's what Undying is best up against. And now Disruptor is going to be going down again. Once again, greetings from 4K here from Tiny, and he is sitting on about... Yeah, he's sitting on 4-1-2. He's got basically whatever he feels like. He could just straight up purchase Yasha now. Puck in trouble. There's no orb, and he's just going to get stunned to death. The start out from this Tiny is amazing, and Ogre Mage actually taking that kill in. He is 303, this Ogre Mage. He's level 6. He's out leveling the Puck by a couple of levels. Bloodseeker is getting tracked up again. Black Rooster moving in. Don't really think that he's moving in for the kill, because this is, after all, a Bloodseeker will rupture, and he's gonna look to pop it. There it is. Gonna be committing everything on him. Bloodrite as well. I'm not really sure what this Bounty Hunter is doing. He's not going to be able to out-damage him. This is going to get brought down. Bottom lane, Tiny taking another kill. No surprise there. We're going to be returning back to potentially the enemy jungle camp farming from Sanking here. So he's looking to make himself a Blink Dagger. I'm not really sure what the Bounty Hunter was thinking. Just going up one-on-one. Oh, damn. Puck getting brought down again. This Tiny is wrecking face. He's got a Blink Dagger, plus basically the early aggressive build. He's going to be looking to ride the snowball that he's created. Just surf the avalanche, if you will. Surf the tsunami, if that's the case. And if you actually look at this right here, I do believe that under optimal conditions, like, even though that they're at a very, or rather okay net worth lead, like, in any circumstance, they're going to be having a better initiation. Of course, you do have the Disruptor with the Static Storm, plus the Kinetic Field, but they really have no way of dealing with the duel. You can't use the Rupture because it's pretty much happening at the very same place, constantly. And Puck, I mean, of course you can throw out the Silence, but with these 2 Blink Daggers, the Legion Commander and Tiny Blink Dagger, there's going to be so much damage done so fast that you're not going to be able to respond either with the Epicenter or with the Puck Silence. Like, there's just no time. And because this Puck is so far behind, the Blink Dagger's not going to be coming up soon. So this right here is Radiant's time to shine. Felix is going to get stunned up as well. He just doesn't care about the damage, though. Where's the duel? There it is. Is going to be completely committing everything on him. I don't think he's going to be able to bring him down in time. No can do. Felix is going to be trying to retreat back out. Armlet's hoggling like a boss currently. He's making sure to stay healthy as he's moving in underneath the tower. Blinking forward. Cap, is he going to be getting him? Maybe not. Yes, he will, but that's the reincarnation going down. They might actually drop 2 kills for this. Cap, is he going to burn down? No, he's not. There it is. They finally do get their hands on him. Now the TPN from the Bloodseeker. Maybe looking to turn the fight. Ogre, that's actually on the Black Rooster. He's definitely now turning his attention towards the Ogre Magi. Burning him down. Tiny in it as well. Now Undying goes into beast mode, as he's going to be dealing with Felix. Just trying to retreat out. Tiny, though, now back up and running. And just generally a bit of an awkward fight now. Felix trying to retreat back. Just fights happening all around. Bloodseeker is just going to be walking out of it. Just too many little minions. And I do believe that this right here was actually one for the Radiant. Not really sure how that corresponds, but apparently that was one for the Radiant. I would give it to the Dire currently, seeing the fact that they managed to take out the Legion Commander, level 10 Legion Commander, and the Bounty Hunter. Of course, you're trading it for a level 6 Puck and a level 11 Wraith King, so I mean, you could defend it. But then again, they do not manage to bring down the Bloodseeker, which is the crucial thing. He is He's gonna get big. He's gonna get big and beefy, and he's working towards that SNY. Gonna be looking to fight a lot more aggressively. With that extra movement speed plus the maim chance, and he's just gonna be generally all-round fast. Oh, blink forward from Tiny, finding reverse gravity, and he's gonna be burned down. No problem for the Tiny. They really have to be careful, and he's working his way towards one of the quickest Aghanim Scepters I've seen in a long time. Basically, he stopped farming, but regardless, he's finding the kills. Like, that's the important thing for him. Usually, if you stop farming, and you don't get any kills, you're going to be losing out so much, but because he's finding the kills, like on this Disruptor plus the bonus gold, he is fine by doing that. Snake is back, is in trouble, he's going to be sent back to base. No problem there, double kill for the Tiny, and he's on a monster killing streak, 10-1-4. Just farming heroes currently. Now he's moving towards that top lane. Still think it's a bit much for him to take on the Wraith King. He is quite tanky, but it could be done. I mean, he just needs to duel up from the Legion Commander, plus a good Avalanche and a toss, and then that's bang on home. Plus, if the Undying joins him, that's going to be an even easier fight. Ogre Magi. Advancing forward, now the Bloodseeker getting tossed and getting brought down. Tiny's now godlike. And he is punishing every wrong move that this Dire team makes. This is looking more like a stomp than anything else. Smack. So he's basically, he's almost done. He only needs the Blade of Alacrity, and then he is,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
and then he's basically done. Like, no problem. Kaboom, Snake is back, is in trouble. Now it's actually the Tiny. You got the, everything basically go. Now they managed to bring down the Tiny. Holy hell, what a turnaround there. Undying is now in trouble. Snapping the coil is gonna get glimpsed back as well into the Kinetic Field. He's stuck inside of there, trying to make it back out. Now, no can do, but now the backup arrives. Bounty Hunter is back. Ogre Magi doing work off to the side. They do manage to find the Disruptor as well. Felix in trouble, getting stunned up, and now the Legion arriving into the fight. Does not, I don't think he should commit the duel. There it is, Ogre Magi, he's got to hit him with something. They got to smack the Bloodseeker down, and he will be burnt down. Just shy of the dual bonus damage. That was a, once again, a very, very even fight, but because they're so far behind, I mean, they managed to bring down the Tiny. That was the biggest win they had. That's going to be delaying his Aghanim Scepter by quite a fair amount here. But not enough, just to say the least. He's only about 300 gold short. That's about a creep wave. If you basically get every single creep, which he is getting right now. It's going to be smacking everything down. Almost an entire creep wave. Very, very close. And only needs about a few more, and then he's got the axe done. Mr. Tiny. Tiny Reno. Tiny Reno. Top lane cap is almost done with the blade mail. Only needs a bit more to finish that up. Not too much though.
Deepest thanks.
Black Rooster. He's gonna be bumping into the Disruptor here. That's not a fight he wants to take. He's got nothing on this Disruptor. There you go, Static Storm as well. That's gonna be burning him down. Glimpse back as well. He's going down. No can do, and you're not getting out of the Bloodseeker Thirst. And he's gonna be paying the price though. Ogre Magi might actually be in trouble as well. It's gonna get stunned up by the Sand King. As the epicenter is now. No, he cancelled it. Oh no. He needs to channel that better. Damn. That could have been epic. That could have been the epicenter. Epic center. But regardless. Basically, you just gotta take your hands off the keyboard while it's charging. Then you won't accidentally press something or push something. And that's really a bit of an interesting thing here. Bloodseeker, just in sheer farm alone, has managed to almost outfarm the Tiny. He's now got an Aghanim Scepter though, that's just to be said. And finding himself a tasty little disruptor. Mushing him underneath all those rocks. Undying. They're advancing into the jungle. Greyman is under the cover of smoke. Not anymore though, as the puck will be brought down there in the mid lane. He's going to be continuing his killing spree. But the issue with him is currently, he's not farming. Like, now that he's been brought down, he should have just picked up the Aghanim Scepter and then moved on to farm. Like, he's got 57 last. That's less than the Wraith King. Which he's basically supposed to overtake. Like, that's just what you're expecting in 10 minutes from a good lane. Like, from a really good lane. And we're 18 minutes in, and he's still got about as much lane as, or as much farm as when he left the lane. Oh, blink forward. That's very, very aggressive. He's got the double damage rune. Looking to burn down the Disruptor. Is he going to be able to? Yes, the win will go towards the Legion Commander. But at the cost. What cost? There goes the tiny toss as well. They managed to bring down the Sand King. Bloodseeker now in trouble, trying to retreat out. The coil misses. But the Bloodseeker is trying to wreck fast here. Is going to be brought down. Reverse gravity. Looking for that last pickoff. One more hit. There's a Soul Rip available. Is going to be saving his life for now. Reverse, he has to make it back out now. Is trying to, but there's the toss. And that's no problem for the Tiny to handle. And an ultra kill going to his name. And now they're turning their attention towards the Wraith King. The Desolator Wraith King. Free farm top lane. That's what it's all about. If we look at the net worth, like, it's not solid. It's not a solid lead currently for the Radiant team. Like, they've been giving up a lot of farm for a lot of kills, of course, which makes the trades somewhat worth it. Not entirely, but I'm just sitting here considering, like, is it worth it or not for him, because it could backfire. I mean, they're getting a lot of kills currently, but as you can see on the net worth board, they're giving up a lot of farm to the Bounty Hunter and the Wraith King. Wraith King is more farmed than the goddamn Legion Commander, and Legion has only found 14 dueling damage. Like, that's not optimal. Only now getting the Blade Mail. Oh, Bloodseeker. It's gonna get brought down on the top lane now. Wraith King, though, deciding that this Ogre Magi is not supposed to be living. Disruptor getting brought down by the Tiny, but we're interested in the top lane. As Wraith King is just gonna be smacking him down. 600k, not 600k, 600 damage crits. He's looking for one more. Looking, there you go. That's the stun. A crit, there it is. Double kill for the Wraith King. And all the damage. All of the damage from this Wraith King. He has to back out though. He needs to find a way to heal up, and he's got no TP, no Blink Dagger, no nothing. Bounty Hunter getting himself a Sanj. Could get turned into an SNY. Disruptor got himself a headdress, probably looking to work his way towards the quickest pair of Gordian Greaves that he can actually get his hands on. Wraith King, he's still sitting there healing up. He's only got a Ballad Clarity. He just needs the Bounty Hunter to leave and then just farm up off of, or heal up off of creeps. Undying. He's got a Vanguard. An interesting pickup here as the Tiny does get everything committed onto him. They want to get this kill. Where's the Static Storm? The ultimate is not available, but they will be able to bring him down. Wicked Sick Streak is going to get brought down, and now they're turning their attention towards the Ogre Magi. Beast Mode has been committed from Undying, and so many zombies just chewing away at the Disruptor, forcing a kinetic field, and they're going to be dropping the puck as well. Where's the Bloodseeker? He's up farming. Just doesn't give a damn. Black Rooster has got his eye on him. The Undying moves in as well, but just Bloodseeker just too fast. Too fast for you. Moving faster than a Haste Rune. And once again, space has been created for this Wraith King to farm. He's now sitting on a Hyperstone. That is probably going to be turned into an AC, I presume. I hope so. Could very much get turned into an Assault Cuirass. Bloodseeker. It's got a Blade Mail. It's got a an Ogre Club, which could get turned into. I'm not actually entirely positive. Possibly BKB. I would love to see that. That would probably be the best pickup for him currently. To get that BKB up. Oh, duel. It's going to be on the Sand King, and there you go. It's 28 dueling damage for this Legion Commander, and this would actually almost be an ideal time to go for the Roshan. I mean, they have the Tiny with the Aghanim Scepter, able to tank up, plus the Cracky. He's got a Hyperstone as well, hitting at a decently fast speed. And you got Bounty Hunter for the Scouts. Got Undying, he gets it off to the back as well, and then initiate in with the Tombstone. With the Sand King down, that would prevent or like kill off the chance of an epicenter, etc., etc. Bloodseeker is not happy about the jungle being occupied by Tiny. Love the fact that Wraith King, he's just disregarding everything right now, almost turning his attention towards the Undying. Just so much damage being committed. He's got to keep mana for that reincarnation, and it's going to be looking to drop. And there you go. That's the Bloodseeker now charging in. He wants to find the pick off. Coil as well as on point. Felix chewing through the Bloodseeker. Well, not the Bloodseeker, the Bounty Hunter. Undying trying to TP out. No can do. Wraith King with the double kill so far. Ogre Mage, he's walking into 4 heroes. That is, that's bold. And he's going to pay the price for that. Going to be brought down on Sand King getting a bit carried away with it. dropping the epicenter in. Now this would be an ideal time to take Roshan for this, for the Dive Team. Oh, that's aggressive. Reverse gravity, in trouble, getting tossed and getting brought down.
Nothing.
Once again, getting a bit carried away with how well things are going. Wraith King. Double Hyperstone. He's going for the Moon Shard. He's going full on Moon Shard. Quite honestly, I can't really blame him. Well, I can. I could say go for an Assault Cuirass to try to deal with the tiny damage, but I mean, if he excuse me, if he's just hitting fast enough, then that problem is cancelled out. Oh yeah, I have been having some issues. Partly also because I not been gassing. It's because I have been having some issues with my voice. Like those high pitched noises that I was usually able to do, I can't do those anymore. Like my voice just got too broken. I can't get up there. Just there's nothing coming out but just a hissing noise. As Greyman turning his attention towards the Disruptor, he should be able to make it back out, but I'm not so sure about the Bloodseeker. Is just running for his life, gets the Rupture off. They might be able to get the counter kill on the Tiny. He's definitely gonna go down. Almost, at least, the Cracky, double Cracky. They're gonna be able to bring down the what's actually hitting now. It's probably the puck. A double kill now for the Wraith King again. He's looking solid. Wicked sick. Only needs about one more kill. Almost. And there you go. That's the reincarnation being popped. Undying. There's now trouble. The dust is being popped as well. There's nowhere to run for the Bounty Hunter. Stun up as well. Just chewing through him. Crits. And there you go. Monster killing streak. Is it going to be the godlike now? Could it be the ultra kill? There goes the stun. So close to the regeneration rune. And godlike for Felix. The Wraith King is doing it. He's bringing them right back into this game. Holy moly. Farm plus kills beats only kills. Especially when you're dying like the Tiny is right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Fuck, I
attack.
feel so bad for reverse gravity right now. 212-8 currently, but it's been the Wraith King carrying them through this right now. Sand King hasn't been any great epicenters. Basically, they've just been triggered at some weird times. Has got the Blink Dagger to set him up.
Radiant's middle tower has
But
fallen.
just have been unable to. And now all of the outer towers. We haven't really talked about towers so far. They're actually even on towers, almost. Basically, the tier 2 mid has dropped, but they still got the tier 1 top. Note that that was the lane that the Wraith King was in. I'm just glorifying him right now. But fairly even on towers currently. And kill slowly starting to turn the way of the Dire. Oh, they managed to find Mr. Disruptor. And that's a 46 dueling damage so far for Legion. It's not half that bad. And mind you, the Wraith King though. Basically, the issue about Legion is that despite her actually having probably the best farm on the map, has been dying way too much and has not been finding the crucial kills. Oh, Tiny getting another kill there. No surprise. But yeah, Legion. Oh, that's a big item. That's so big up against the Wraith King now. Because he's got no armor. Like, that's going to be killing off all of his armor and make him very, very manageable. If they decide to initiate on him. They know. Now Tiny initiates very, very early. Bloodseeker is trying to retreat out. He's got the Rupture. Jumping on him. Is going to get brought down. Duel as Walton. No follow-up for the Tiny. Just bottling him up. They're so scared right now. And they need to be. Like, they really need to be. Because currently, they're going to be charging down mid lane. There's no question about it. They need a good kinetic... No, they're actually going... They got to make a decision. Roshan or push? Looks like they're picking Roshan. Yep, they will be. They're going for the Roshan. That should be a fairly quick roast with the Death Soul. Taking effect, Roshan taking a -1 armor. Fairly quick roast. Probably going to be going on to the Tiny here. Bottle has actually been... Yeah, that's Tiny. Definitely. Kaboomski, Tiny. Heading up the Immortality, and they need to pick up that bottle. Like, that's weird. Just, it's sitting in there. Should probably be Bounty Hunter picking that up. He's got the most inventory space. Has been having a hard time contributing to his team. I mean, basically he's gotten a lot of track kills, which is great. But you're not going to be winning off that gold alone. Now the BKB, that's an interesting pickup. Or not really interesting. That's going to make things interesting. Whoopsies. Misclick. Shit happens. Bloodseeker. Pop the BKB. That's rather unfortunate. Premature BKB pop. That's a 10-second BKB. Reverse gravity. It's going to now get bashed down. Epicenter. Is it going to connect? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not going to be going off. As the Tiny is now back up and going. Snake is back. Is in trouble. Felix getting stunned up as well. Just burning down the Tiny. One hit taking off about half his health. Felix has to try to make something happen here. If he's to stay alive, he will not. And this is looking dark. This is grim. That Epicenter could have saved them, I feel, but just a premature move up from him. He needs to make sure that it's up and online. And now Tiny. Oh, that's big plays. As Bloodseeker, if he finds the kill on the Tiny, that could turn everything around. The Craggy, the RNG gods, on the side of Dobby. Reverse gravity is back. They need to find the Tiny. Yes, they will be able to get him. Black Rooster is now not really in trouble. There's no thirst on him. He's just got so low HP that he needs 25%, which is basically 400 HP. 400 HP and below. Not even. It's lower than that. It's 300 HP before the thirst goes off, so that's like super low. That's not very low for the Tiny though. Oh, Undying. What is he doing? He's just sitting in there. He's gonna be chewing up damage now. A little bit. The amount of damage that they can actually supply. There goes the Glimpse. And they get the coil. Not really. He's okay, he just got stunned up from it. That's actually a pretty cool combination. Undying is gonna get brought down. The coil Glimpse. That apparently instantly breaks the coil. I did not see that one coming. But regardless, we got an Aghanim Scepter on the Yoga Magi. Bigger, Unrefined Fire Blast as well. Super great. Like, that's one of the, probably one of the best skills in the game. Of course, it doesn't do any damage, or it does do some damage. It does actually do a lot of damage. I thought the Fire Blast actually did more, but basically, yeah, it costs 60% of the hero's current mana, so you always have an Unrefined Fire Blast. Like always. No matter what happens. You've got it. 60% of a hero's mana. Undying. He's got himself a Blade Mail. And he is slowly, pretty much actually already now becoming redundant. That's pretty much what's happened to him. Like, he's supposed to be dominating the first 10-15 minutes, and it's minute 33, so that's very, very unlikely to happen. Legion Commander, that's hopefully going to be turned into an AC. They could really be using the Assault Cuirass for the Tiny, who's also gone ahead and picked himself up a Moonshard, which means he attacks pretty damn fast. But then again, well, he's catching up on farm now. Like, he's finally gotten around to it, but he's still got to catch up to the Bloodseeker, who's currently sitting on the head of the farm board, who's also got a Shadow Blade, Black King Bar, and now wait, what? Oh, okay, Silver Edge. I was like, what is he going to be using that for? Of course, the Silver Edge. Tiny picked himself up the AC, so that's not going to be an Assault Cuirass, hopefully not up from the Legion. That would not make a whole lot of sense. As Felix could be in trouble here. It's going to be bashed down. That was very, very aggressive placement out by him. There goes the Reincarnation. That's probably even worse, having to go through everything once again. It's going to get dueled up this time as well. And Legion Commander taking the dueling damage with pleasure. As Sanking managed to get the haste room, but will he get out of there? Legion is pretty damn fast as well. Almost catching up to him. There goes one smack. Holy hell, a lot of damage. Blink forward and we'll be able to find that kill. That was just a track movement speed there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
For the mid lane puck.
Radiant's middle
Trying for this tower. Not really sieging particularly fast. Fortification now coming out. Top tower. They're trying to work through the backdoor protection. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, it's going to be... they're doing it, but it's going to be taking them a while. And they could just go ahead and right on ahead and stop that. Bloodseeker is going to be charging in. Now the creeps are helping out as well. That's the cap. He's in trouble. And that's just going to be healing right back up. Oh, that's going to be so frustrating. They're going to be able to do no damage to this at all. And even dropping the Legion Commander for it. Maybe Black Rooster as well. They got the coil on him. Just got to get that blood right. Oh, misses. Have to be a bit further up. And then that would have connected. But that would have been enough. That would have been enough burst damage for them to see it. Bounty Hunter. He's got a Demon's Edge. He should probably just, like, considering his current status, just go Refresher Bounty Hunter. Like, that would probably be the most legit strat. Just to get that double track off and just farm gold for your friendlies. And he's not gone 2 points in. He's still determined to be Damage Bounty Hunter. But that's not how he's played anymore. He's played just straight up gold Bounty Hunter. Just get as many points in the track as you can. And then just go for that Refresher. Like to get double track, double gold, double everything. Like 1 point in and of itself, it doesn't, let's just put it like that, it doesn't scale well. I'll grant him that, but 50 to 100 gold for allies and 75 gold for himself over a fair amount of kills is gonna add up in the end. And like from level 2 to 3, it scales fine. Like, it's from level 1 to 2, it doesn't scale well. SK, he's working his way towards the Nagium Scepter. Should probably be getting the Vial of Discord first, but then again, it's a lot of buttons to push. It's a whole lot of buttons to push, and currently seeing the fact that he's not been very fortunate with dropping his epicenter. I mean, that's just gotta limit what you have to push. It's kind of like a pre-flight checkup. There you go. It's kind of like a pre-flight checkup. Gotta make sure that everything is in order before you hit the final ignition button or starter button. Flight school, yay. As I'm not going to flight school. Don't worry about it. But regardless, we got the cap sitting on an AC. So they have 2 ACs on the team now. It's not going to be stacking. It's the fortunate thing for him. Tiny's got a BKB coming for him. Silver Edge is on your Bloodseeker. So he's going to be probably looking to rid the Midas relatively soon for what I would hope to actually be a Basher. Like, they could use one. They could use a Basher big time. That would be such a good pickup. Wraith King has got the AC coming to him, and that's going to be basically an insane amount of attack speed. Like, that's what he's going for right now. Could be probably making use of a PKB as well. You got Grey Man getting pulled back here. No real damage coming out on him yet. Tiny now done with the BKB, so he's going to be partaking relatively soon. So you have got Mr. SK.
Tower is under attack.
He's almost got it. 400 gold out.
Bottom tower has
And then he's
fallen.
done with the Ags. It's the cap. I would love to see him work in the crits at this point. Like, just to be able to bring down heroes faster. Because the backup is not amazing for the duel. Unless they just everybody focus one. But they'll then able to the Sand King to just jump right on top of them. The Wraith King as well. Maybe even the Bloodseeker, depending on who they duel. Which means that crits would enable her to him/her to have that extra chance of utilizing the ridiculous amount of damage he/she has got so far. Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter, Moonshard, Assault Cuirass. Tiny's basically pretty much 6 slotted. He just needs the BOTs and then he's basically done.
This will do nicely.
Yasha. Oh, that's Manta style. Alright, I was like, why is he going Yasha for a second? But yeah, that's of course for the Manta style. Which I don't know what he's going to be picking up. Like, instead of. He could be popping the Moonshard. Like, just pop that on himself. That could be a choice, or be an option. Yep, he's going to do that. There you go. Oh, snagging the Aegis right in front of the Legion Commander. That was, don't know if it was playing or not, but he's going to need that Aegis because they're going to be focusing the crap out of him. Now moving up that middle lane. Slightly less attack speed, but still a fair amount. Disruptor could actually be in trouble. There goes the Bloodlust. Stunned up. Is maybe, yes, he's going to be brought down, but what is going to be the follow-up? Sand King, he's got to be charging the Epi. Is he going to get it off? Yes, he is. Now jumping in Epicenter, chewing through everything and everybody. They have brought down the Tiny once, but they got to bring him down twice. Now the Undying is in it as well. Bash. What a bash up from the Tiny, but he's just burning down. Bloodseeker is just too strong. Now Legion Commander joining in as well, but just so much damage being done. Wraith King chewing through him as well. This is the turnaround. It's the comeback. It is the comeback of legends. So they just gotta get that tombstone right there. That one right there. But regardless, Felix. What a turnaround. Just the reincarnation just slowing them down and just starting chewing away at them. And Bounty Hunter. Oh dear lord, he's going for the Monkey King bar. Yeah. Bounty Hunter, you gotta read up on your builds, man. It's not how I play Bounty Hunter anymore. Like, the crit chance, or the crit damage, is only double. Like, he's only critting by about 300-400. Let's see how much it is. He's just gonna get chewed through before we can get a shot to see it. Yep, there you go. And that's why Bounty Hunter is so... he's basically weak right now. He could use a big buff. Kind of get him back into that carry role. I would love to see that again, the Battle Fury Bounty Hunter. Like, that being actually legit. I know people still run it, but like, it being legit.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And now, Dobby and the rest of the squad, they're charging down mid lane. BKB has been popped. Rupture now on the Undying. He's just using the BKB to shoot through towers. That's probably not the right option. But regardless, it is working. And, oh, Dobby, he's actually gotten a kill. Just Undying kept moving. Oh, no. And this is going to be racked down. The first pair of racks is picked up by the underdogs. Felix is now going to get brought down. Dual win out for the Legion Commander, but now round number 2, Felix is just going to be running away, maybe. Could be using the help, though. Bloodseeker sitting all the way back out. They could actually turn it, I think. No, they're not anymore. Had Dobby been there, I think they could have turned it, but not anymore. This Tiny's now going to be mashing down middle lane. He's got the Yasha. Now the tank item. The good old Harder to Rask just makes this Bloodseeker so damn beefy. That's going to mean he's going to be lasting a lot longer in fights. He's got almost no charges on the BKB anymore. I still feel he's actually been using it too aggressively this time. Usually he can't really do that, but in this case he has been. And of course that one first charge. Oh, Tiny is trying to just go through everything and everybody to get here. The epicenter has been triggered. The Black Rooster is maybe going to get brought down. Yes, he is. There was just no backup up from his team. And the Cap is retreating back out as Bloodseeker is in it for the hunt. He's going to want to get somebody. Blink plus the duel. But that's, I think, is just the stall. He cannot bring him down. There's just too much health on this Bloodseeker. Popping the BKB. Now the rest of the squad are joining in. Oh, and dying. He's going beast mode. He's the only one sitting there. Like, they could just chew through him. He's not exactly beefy. Like, he's only about 160 HP when maxed out. It's not entirely a lot for Bloodseeker, who's dealing way too much damage per hit. Legion has the TP top to try to defend that tower. Bottom lane's being pushed in as well. He got way too many range creeps and siege units working on it, and generally this is a very, very good spot for the Dire team. Like, they've turned this around completely just on sheer farm. Patience and farm, and well, there's not a whole lot more than that to be said. Just patience and farm, and just Wraith King going ham on everything and everybody just made it a lot better. Roshan, pretty damn long until that's back up and running. That would be amazing to get on the Wraith King. Like, double Aegis, basically double refresher. They would have to chew through him twice. Like, that would, or not twice, 3 times in order to take him out. Plus you got the movement slow at the first reincarnation. Or I do actually believe, yeah, it prioritizes the Aegis of the Immortal before going for the reincarnation. But yeah, you could just like charge in, pop the armlet, and then just start chopping away until he dies. Then he comes back up, just runs in, starts chopping away until he dies again. And by that time, you will have Sand King, the Disruptor, and the Bloodseeker bringing down everybody. And this Bloodseeker with 3.7k HP is a force to be reckoned with. He's even more tanky than the Tiny, and granted that Tiny's a strength hero. As far as I know, Bloodseeker is not. There goes the BKB. They're trying to basically do the little dance there, the tango, as Tiny now pops at BKB as well. That's a massive Tiny. You cannot work through that. Bloodseeker, he's just teasing them right now. Popping the Blade Mail. Tiny is doing so much damage to himself. Manages to get the kill. Bloodseeker, the plays. He will get brought down though, but does take the Tiny with him. That was a win for everybody but the Tiny. Like, so much gold being exchanged there. But still, regardless. Oh my man. That was just Tiny being overly aggressive. If that's 4K, if that's 4K MMR, that is yeah. We fucking lost. He's potentially right. They can still win it, but that Bloodseeker Wraith King combination is just too massive. Like, these two carries, and Wraith King isn't even level 25 yet, and he's just been working through them like they're nothing. Take a look at the speed of which he's farming these. And that's with the armlet off. Mind that. AC, Moonshard, sitting at about 30 armor. That's 64% physical damage resistance. I'm not sure what else he can get. Like, just not crits. Basher? Could be an option. Just Divine Rapier? Potentially. I don't know what the hell they want to get. It's got. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be the heart, isn't it? It's gonna be the heart. Oh no, I feel so bad for the Radiant right now. That's gonna be impossible to get through. You got 2 plus 3,000 HP heroes that you have to work through while tanking up an epicenter. Like, that's impossible. Even for a Tiny. And Tiny isn't even that beefy. Like, I can't see him do it. The Manta style, I don't think that's even gonna help. Like, it's just not. It's just gonna get brought down by either the right or the epicenter. Oh my sweet holy moly. Legion. Wow. That's ridiculous. Bounty Hunter, he's just gone ahead and say, I need health, I'm gonna get a vitality booster. I love that mentality. Sanjin Yasha, Monkey King Bar, vitality booster. All the items you don't need for the Bounty Hunter. You just need to get your team gold. That's your main purpose, at least in this patch. It's just to get your team more and more gold. He's basically a farming tool. Not supposed to farm himself, but supposed to pop track on anybody and everybody he sees. And yeah, I know I talked about the refresher bounty hunter. It's been done before. Like, basically you're able to pop 2 tracks at the same time. That's cool. Even though it's only a 4-second cooldown, like, that might actually mean the difference between 350 gold in a fight. You being able to get off 2 tracks at the same time. And now they're going to be smoking up. Your reverse gravity is going to be the first one to reveal. Just bump it into the Undying. I think they just thought that was an illusion. He was just standing there. Just should have probably saved a few spells. But regardless, they do manage to bring him down. Bloodseeker now leading the charge. So much speed. The speed and the need for speed. And, well, they're going to be backing off your Radiant. They're in trouble. They're in deep, deep trouble. Currently, they have managed to bring down the back the Goldcraft. But then again, you're up against a Wraith King who is currently just pushing in your bottom lane. Like, that's the only thing left to do in this world. Wraith King moving up towards the mid lane here. He's got the the recipe then. So all he needs now is the vitality booster. And then he's through. Dobby. Moving up towards Tiny here. It's down on the bottom lane. Oh, Ogre Mage. That could be such a big pickoff. They aren't managed to get him just yet. Epicenter is being popped. He's going so aggressively and burning down the Black Rooster. But Epicenter not really having that big of an effect. And down on the mid there, Tiny is just getting kited currently. That's very, very interesting to see. All the crackies. But they managed to bring him down. And mid lane could now be in trouble. Could be in jeopardy this game. They only have lost to Sand King for the Tiny. And Wraith King, or... well, not really anymore. I'll grant him that. Reverse gravity. Take a look at the net worth. Well... Undying is now in a bit of trouble. The Tombstone is going to get chewed through. And this could actually be it. All they got to do is push for the win now. And they're gonna. There you go. That's the tower gone. Melee racks dropping as well. Just too damn fast. That Desolator doing work. As Bloodseeker is going to be chewing through as well. Working their way towards the throne. They could just... okay, they couldn't. Top tower still standing. They gotta withstand one last assault when the Tiny respawns. Unless they take it within the next 30 seconds. They could be, actually. Where's the Wraith King? Oh no, he's doing that same thing where he's just... we've won. I'm gonna go to the secret shop to get my heart. He wants that last item. And now Bloodseeker, he could be in trouble. They could just finish it now, as he's just going to be burning through that Bounty Hunter. On the other side of the fight, Legion is going to be picking herself up a bit more dueling damage. Bloodseeker has to retreat back out. Running away, running away. It's getting healed up by the Heart as well. Now the blink forward from the Legion. Blade Mail is being activated on both sides. He's just stalling right now, just doing his best to stall, but it will be brought down by the Undying. They could have ended it right there and then. Wraith King, he is pretty much done. 3.6k HP. Roshan's back up. They could actually go for that, but looks like he's more interested in taking down the top tower and just making it megas. And by that time, it's over. Like, they have the Tiny for deep push, but Tiny has fallen off. Like, without an IO, he's going to be falling off in the late game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
But in
has
regards,
fallen.
that's just the thing, you know. Generally, a team only has 1 or 2 carries. Just reverse gravity. It's usually a team only has about 1 or 2 carries. In this case, you have 2. You have the Wraith King and the Bloodseeker. That's your 2 carries. You're placed as a core. Like, you're not a support, but you're not a carry either. Like, you're either an initiator, which you are in this case. Usually, well, it's a bit hard to explain. Like, it's... How the hell do I explain that? It's a bit difficult to explain, but you're not a carry at least. Like, you're a core hero. You're not a support, so you don't get support items like wards and dust and etc. Like those utility items. But you're not a carry either, which means that you're not meant for the big damage items like the... oh, he's going to be able to make it back out. Yep. But you're not meant for the big damage items like the Wraith King is currently doing. Like the Desolator, the Assault Cuirass, the Armlet. Those are the carry items. And you're not really meant for those. You're meant for the disabling items. Like you just got the Scythe of Vice. You got the Aghanim Scepter, which is one of the best Aghanim Scepters in the game. Like for the Dream Coil. That's what you're meant to get. You're meant as an Initiator and Disabler, which is the trademark of a good core. If you run somebody as a carry, you get the damage items, but usually you don't go puck carry, you go for the core puck. I'm not even going to comment on that. That's nothing I'm going to comment on what's happening down in the chat right now. If you can see it.
I'll take your tribute.
Oh, there goes the piggy. Tiny just learning the hard way that this Scythe of Ice is now active. Oh no. Oh dear lord. Bloodseeker, he's just got a Divine Rapier. Oh no. He's got to make sure not to expose that, like, at any cost. Like, they are... He should not let them know that he's currently sitting on a Divine Flippin' Rapier. Because that's a big item to lose to a Tiny. Like, he is going to be smacking so damn hard with that. Oh my dear lord. But he said it. Like, he said that he was going to go for the Divine. It's the Legion. It's got to beat KB. Coming on. He's got the Daedalus as well, which is what I was very, very interested in. He's actually critting for quite a lot. Has a fair amount of dueling damage. Now the Aegis will probably get picked up. I'm not really sure by who. Like, the Tiny is, or the Wraith King is 6-slotted. There is a cheese and an Aegis on the board. And oh well, Disruptor is gonna be taking that. That's kind of neat. Who's the cheese on? Okay, so cheese got denied. Fair enough. And Aegis is on the Disruptor. Like, that's the last guy I would expect an Aegis to be on. Like, that's your support. That's a support Aegis. Position 5 Aegis. Yes, sir. Have a go at it. Bounty? Oh. Kaboom. But everything was committed, though. Coil was dropped as well, which... slightly dangerous thing. Don't think the coil had to be committed there, but regardless, kill for the puck. Bloodseeker. They could just go for the stop tower right now if they wanted to. Bounty Hunter's not there to scout. Bonus gold is not present. And Tiny, I mean, he's big, but he can be dealt with. Seen that time and time again. Now Tiny, he's very, very aggressive, going for the Sand King. They gotta make sure he doesn't die. He will be going down. No Aegis for him. That's before sitting on the Disruptor. Now Legion is getting chewed through, burned down. Now Tiny popping BKB. Bloodseeker is getting bashed to bits. They have brought down the Orca Magi. Buyback from the Legion Commander. Bloodseeker will be dropped. The Rapier's on the ground. And ooh, that got picked up by the Disruptor. He's trying to retreat. If he makes it back out, it's a disaster. Tiny in trouble as well. Getting brought down. Maybe will be dropped. Wraith King trying to work through him. Just so much damage being exchanged currently. And there is the reincarnation. He's got to get back in. Reverse gravity is not there to help out his buddy. Felix is going to die. But it is going to be at the cost for them not picking up. Oh no, Tiny does manage to get saved by the Soul Rip, but regardless, Rapier back in the hands of the Bloodseeker.
Radiant's agent is under attack.
Oh, he didn't have it. He didn't have the Aegis. Yeah, he had it in he had us in his grab, so he was ready to get it. But Disruptor just decided, nope. That was cool. That was so flipping cool. And now, their throne is in jeopardy. The amount of chat that's happening right now. Tiny. Moving off that bottom lane. Oh, wow. It's going to be extending the game a bit longer. Bloodseeker, he needs backup if he gets initiated upon. Like, they got to keep that rapier on him at all costs. Like, they've already dropped it once. I don't think they're going to be this fortunate again. That is actually true. Their bounty hunter is pretty much just a creep at this point. Like, he would be contributing if he had that, well, something else than damage items. Because then again, his crits are hideous. Like right now, his crits are dreadful. Can we see one? Yeah, 500 damage. Oh, reverse gravity jumping right in. Snake is back. Does get his epi cancelled. That is so unfortunate. As Toro could be in trouble now. Is not actually back Rooster. He's going to be able to retreat out. Tiny, he's sitting off to the back there. Is TPing out. They dodge a bullet there. As the top lane's being pushed in by the speedy Bloodseeker, the race car. This game will be extended a couple more minutes. But the Dire currently sitting at so much gold. Ogre Magi. Soul Booster. Plus the Axe. Not really anything more than that. But then again, Ogre Magi doesn't need a whole lot of items. Undying has actually got a heart. I still don't really feel he's a factor in this game. He doesn't deal any real right click that. Oh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Basher.
Dire's structures are
Got the Boots Travel upgrade and go into the Basher instead of the Armlet. That's something I like to see. Felix, my man. Ready to rock and roll. Tiny is going to be able to make it back up, but does pop. I think his last beat. Yeah, it's down to 5 seconds now. Well, regardless, Felix, double BOTs, level 2, basically. Basher as well. Once he gets the Abyssal Blade, this Wraith King is going to be unstoppable. Like, his crits are going to be immense. He's critting for 300. 300, or 3 times the damage of what he's currently sitting on, which is, he's basically critting for 900. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's pretty much pure, considering that if he hits the Ogre Magi or the Undying, it's basically pure. Necro Book. What does he have on the curry? What did he drop?
Double damage.
He dropped something. He dropped the Shadow Blade. That was what he dropped. Oh, hey, Felix deciding that the Undying will be a tasty meal, a tasty servant in his Undying Kingdom, with the Wraith King Kingdom. As Legion off to the back, taking care of the Disruptor. Snake is back, is going to be chewed through. Felix just chopping down this Legion. We'll be able to find him. Bloodseeker, where's he sitting at? He's just pushing for the throne. It's happening. Felix tanking up another round. And Dobie, he has to make something happen here. He can just go straight for the throne. forcing back the TP out from Tiny. I feel like he's still alive in there. How is he still alive? How did he survive that? It's Bloodseeker, he's got a BKB to pop, and he's just going for the throne. The ratting is real. The Necro books have been dropped, and he's just outrunning this Tiny. What the hell? What a finish. If he does get it down. Black Rooster is back. BKB is being popped. And now he's going to go toe-to-toe with the Tiny. Wraith King deciding that the top lane is still worth it. Toss. It's not really going to do any real damage. Wraith King making his way down that top lane. This could be the clash of basically, or this could actually be the win. I'm going to be seeing here. Holy hell, that Ancient. Just running in circles. Yeah, Tiny realizing he needs to go back to the basics. He needs another blink, or he needs his blink dagger again. Because he just got juked big time. And now got rupture as well. He's got to be careful with where he walks. Yeah, I know he's sitting far back in the base, but Bloodseeker just deciding to drop by. BKB was forced to be popped there as just had to move his way back into base. Bloodseeker still just rushing backwards and forwards. They could just end this game already. It's been 64 minutes. I didn't even know it was 64 minutes, but it's been a long game. It's been a really long game. I didn't even know it was this long. Oh, Tiny has a creep wave to clear up. It's priorities. Priorities. Do you clean up the creep wave or do you chase the Bloodseeker? Because in that case, that would have been a lot of damage to the tower had that creep wave, or the throne had that creep wave gone through. And Felix, he's basically got the Abyssal Blade now. All they gotta do is chew down this tier 3, and they should be able to. Now, jump in from the Legion Commander. If they can bring it down, nope, reverse gravity will be dropping. Felix tanking up all the damage. Snake is back, Epicenter. Was it committed? I'm not sure. Well, he tried for it, but I don't think it went off. As Cap will be bringing down this Wraith King for the second time. But in the meantime, Bloodseeker, the ultimate rat, will be winning the game for him. Off to the back there. So much ratting being done. But regardless, he won him the game, and that's the most important thing for him. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get it done. Yeah, regardless, that was a crazy game.
My drive for blood has found a donor.
Like, that was super crazy. And it wasn't Tiny. And no, you didn't earn it. Of course, he got a lot of kills in the early game, but he forgot the most crucial thing of Dota. You gotta remember to farm. He has to farm. Like, he needs to be able to farm. And he basically stopped farming. You guys saw the last hits. He just stopped. He just stopped dead in his tracks. And just... Dire just out-carried them in the end. Like, Legion Commander didn't have the effect that she was probably hoping to have. And Bounty Hunter, Ogre Magi, and Undying just fell off. And when you got a Wraith King Bloodseeker just chewing away at you, you're not gonna live it. Like, with that low HP on both the Legion and the Tiny, you're not gonna be able to live that. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching. And I don't think Tiny deserved it, but he just keeps telling me to. But regardless, it's gonna be a bit of a while until my next cast. I do have to relax a little bit. I have to read up my exams, and just not to burn myself out. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.